Hello Scorpio, welcome to this reading. We're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Scorpio for the rest of 2022. So this will cover the period of time between now in August all the way through to December 31st. Do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Let's go ahead and get into it here and see what we have going on for you, Scorpio. Now I am using the Gilded Tarot, the Kipper Oracle deck, as well as the Keepers of the Light Oracle deck. There are links to all of these decks in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get all the cards out here. Let's make sure everything's in view, and then we'll get right into it. All right. We're looking good there. All right, let's go ahead and take three. Let's go ahead and take three Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Let's take three Kipper cards, and then we'll also take 1, 2, 3 tarot cards to clarify as we go along. Okay, energy on the bottom. You have the Queen of Cups. So this could be any water sign. This could be your energy here, Scorpio, showing up on the bottom as the Queen of Cups. However, if this is about you, what this says is that there's something here between now and the rest of the year that is maybe kind of biting away at your energy or pulling at your energy in some way here, Scorpio. There might be something that's occupying your energy, and the Queen of Cups asks you to clear the things in your energetic field or in your auric field or however you'd like to look at it. Clear those things that aren't working for you and clear those things that are maybe draining your energy because the Queen of Cups is somebody who really asks you to kind of take care of yourself and practice self-care methods, do self-care practices. Having a hard time getting the words out, but I think you understand what I'm saying here. When you get the Queen of Cups, this is also a major energy of intuition. Queen of Cups is the second most intuitive card in the tarot, and so I would also add to that, between now and the rest of the year, trust your intuition as it relates to a person, by the way, because we have this challenging cross here, which we're going to speak about in just a second. There's something that you need to listen to your intuition as it relates to a person. I really can't tell you what you need to do, but the cards are saying listen to your gut when it comes to a person. I'll try to get some more details on what this person might look like or what this person might be. I don't mean like physically look like, but I mean what their characteristics might be. The Queen of Cups could also be somebody who is considered to be like the traditional therapist in the tarot, and so some of you could be doing some deeper psychological work because of this Moon card as well as the Seven of Swords. I wouldn't be surprised, as well as the Devil. I wouldn't be surprised to learn that some of you do that over the next, call it 4.5 months here. But let's go ahead and get some more details and let's see what this person might be about. So in the overall situation, or let's say there's another timeline here as well. In the overall situation or the current situation, you do have the Moon card. So the Moon is really an energy of deception, and you actually have two cards indicating deception here in the cross. I will not sugarcoat it. This cross is a little bit challenging here. The first two cards, not including the bottom card, it's a little bit challenging. The Moon can talk about something not being as it appears or something not being quite right. However, the Moon is also something that's maybe deeply buried or hidden deep within you for you to sort of transform or transmute in your life. Think about how the crab is ascending from water. They were deep in the ocean or deep in the water. This is about something coming to the surface. The Moon is another card of intuition as well. Not as intuitive as the Queen of Cups, but it is another card of intuition. And so, whether there's something that is not as it appears or there's just something in your life that you need to take note of, the message of intuition is the prominent message to start off this reading for you, Scorpio. And there might be something where you're kind of taking a deep dive on, or you're kind of going really, really deep within yourself to find. And of course, as a Scorpio person, you like to dive deep, right? You like to, uncover and investigate. And I get the sense that some of you will continue doing this here in the future. Now this, obviously this might not be about a person. This could also be about something internal for you that you need to sort of uncover or kind of bring to the surface. As you think about the crab here in the card coming to the surface, there might be something that needs to come to the surface for you personally. I do need to note that the future is looking pretty good for you here, and there are actually some really, really good cards for you as well. But in your sort of immediate sphere of influence, in your immediate orbit here, there is a challenge with the moon, and then in the problem position, the Seven of Swords. Both of these are the most deceptive cards, and then throw on the Devil for sure. These are the most deceptive cards in a tarot. The Seven of Swords person is literally stealing swords, and so this can be about, cheating, lying, stealing, those sorts of things. But it can just be somebody who really blindsides you, or it could be something that really blindsides you. I see, for example, to give you an example, I see the Seven of Swords come in oftentimes when there's workplace gossip or chatter happening, or there's maybe chatter between friends. Now, fortunately, we don't have a 3, so I definitely like to see that. 3, that would certainly indicate to me that there might be a third party involved, but I do not see a 3, which is very good. So instead of there being a third party, there could be one person that you are a little bit suspect about, or that you have some reservations about. I would trust what you feel about that person. Do your due diligence, but you probably already have because you're Scorpio. But I would say trust what you feel about that person. And then if this is the other timeline, which is if this is internal, building a strategy here is going to be very important for you. Finding finding the key, which I think is buried within you, is going to be very important. And then using that key to sort of unlock a strategy for yourself, I think is also equally important. Now, in the past, you have the Eight of Pentacles here, which the Eight of Pentacles is about talent, skill, ability, gifts, something that you have to share with the world, something that you are uniquely gifted at. The Eight of Pentacles can also be about good movement forward in work. It is the biggest card of a talent. It also says that you're working extremely hard, which, going back to this Queen of Cups energy here, the Queen of Cups asks you to take care of your energy, clear anything in your energetic body that's draining your energy or that is toxic. I definitely feel like maybe this could be work related. I think that maybe this could be in the areas of stress or overwork or feeling exhausted or burned out. Some of you could be resonating with those types of messages at this time. However, in a much more positive way, obviously, you've been building skills for a very long time in your life. You've been really, you've been really working your tail off, and you've been really building skills. And that is something that I think is really going to reward you, because in the future here, you do have the Two of Pentacles, which is a change in your financial situation. It is, by default, it's a positive change, and but it is a change nonetheless. It can also say that you're maybe weighing options, weighing decisions, but I would say there's a positive change here. If this change is related to or derived from a business that you own or your workplace, I would say that this change is very positive. On the other end, I am getting a little bit of a weird energy around maybe investing or investments. Consult your financial advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, but there could be something that you want to double, triple, quadruple check here because of the double deception. we'll label it double deception here with the moon and the Seven of Swords as the cross. That is a very challenging cross here showing up in the middle. And so you want to like really do your due diligence on some type of investment or something like that, okay, with the Two of Pentacles showing up, because the Two of Pentacles can indicate choppy waters. It can indicate money coming in, money coming out. I would be very careful trusting people like in terms of loaning money that you can't afford to lose, something like that, or loaning money that you don't have. All of those sorts of things I'd be a little bit cautious of. in the area of your thoughts or in your mind, what you are aware of in your conscious awareness, you do have the Nine of Pentacles. So it's like, the thing is, you are financially fit. It seems like the Nine of Pentacles is somebody who has high financial fitness. They have kind of planted this bush here, and this bush, of course, indicates or includes pentacles and fruit, which not only provides them financially, but also is able to sustain them with life because of the fruit. And so this person is generally very independent in all areas of life, financially, in terms of their fitness, in terms of their physical health, in terms of all of that. In fact, the Nine of Pentacles is all this idea of health as wealth. And so some of you here, either you're thinking about your financial independence, or you're aware that you are financially independent. And so I definitely love to see that. That's a very good sign. In the subconscious, what you can't see, or the hidden, you do have the Hermit, which the Hermit is about learning, studying, becoming wise day in and day out. And the Hermit is also about introspection. I get the sense that I think that there's one person that is a little bit toxic here. And for some of you, I would say just like, if there's somebody that you feel is toxic, they probably are. And what the Hermit says is go into a period of introspection, because the best way forward for you when you get something like the Hermit is to really listen to yourself and to really spend some time communing with the universe, communing with nature, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, maybe just going on a walk or whatever it is. Spend some time on your own, and you will probably find the answer you are seeking. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you do have the Devil card. So this can be a toxic person. Again, not going to sugarcoat it. With the Moon, the Seven of Swords, and the Devil, that can be challenging, okay? But the Devil also could be part of you as well, which the Devil can say that you are working through a shadow right now, right? Not everybody is perfect. Like, none of us are perfect, right? And so when you get the Devil card, it says that there might be something that you are kind of trying to work through in this moment, and just know that it's happening for a reason. It's happening for you to sort of kind of move into a new phase of your life, right? We have to get through the Devil, we have to get through the Tower in order to get to the Star, in order to get to the world, in order to get to the Sun, right? Like, we have to go through these tests from the universe. The Devil is a test from the universe. And it's part of life, right? And so there might be a test thrown your way here between now and the end of the year. This might be financially, okay? But again, it seems like you've got it under control. Some of you need to make sure that you are returning to self, okay? That's very, very important with the Moon and the Hermit, as well as the Seven of Swords. Like, make sure you're returning to self here, because you probably already know how to handle whatever test is being thrown towards your way. In the external influence, you have the Fool, which is a powerful new beginning. The Fool is a powerful card. It is an exciting card. It is the start of all of the major arcana in the tarot. However, this is coming in the external, and I would say be careful of being foolish, okay? Do not be taken a fool, or whatever that, do not let, what is that phrase? Do not let someone play you a fool. Is that the phrase I'm looking for? Don't let someone fool you, but there's a phrase that, like, that's trying to come to my mind that I can't remember. Don't be played like a fool, or played, yeah, you know what I'm saying, here. Because the Fool energy is very, very good, but obviously they're a little bit naive. The Fool, like, in the challenging aspect of the Fool, they can be a little bit naive or be a little bit foolish. And when you get it with the Devil, again, somebody who could be a little bit toxic. I don't know why, I'm just feeling like, Scorpios, right now, this might be something that is important for me to say between now and the end of the year. But you probably already know that. There's maybe somebody that is a little bit suspect. If this reading is for you, like, if you're resonating with this, in the hopes and fears, you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is about results. You're really hoping for something to come through for you. The Knight of Pentacles says that through hard work, you will be rewarded, and you're really hoping for something to come through. You do have a new beginning, again, which is really nice here, and then you have been working hard as well with the Eight of Pentacles, so there could be results on the way. It'll be dependent on how much you work, is what I feel like saying, and like striking a work-life balance. Striking a work-life balance is also something that I see coming in for you as being important. Lastly, in the outcome, you have the King of Swords, which is all about being an expert in something, or being a subject matter expert, or being a leader, taking a leadership, becoming taking authority over your life, or becoming a leader in one's own life, and maybe even becoming a leader in your community or within your family. All of those sorts of things I think are on the table for you at this time, Scorpio. Let's go and get some clarifications here, and let's see what these three cards are. So you have the Tower, the Eight of Cups, and you also have the Knight of Swords. Okay, so the Tower is, okay, so the thing is, the Tower is, I laugh because I said, remember, we have to get through the Devil, we have to get through the Tower. Well, here's the Tower to get to the Star, right? Well, here's the Tower, and this is about, something that just was not on stable ground collapsing. It's like the House of Cards falling. But nobody wants to live in a house of cards, right? We all want to live in a real house, like a sturdy house, right? And so the house of cards collapsing, the idea of the Tower is it truly is a blessing in disguise. It really does expose something that's no longer serving for us. And really, if you think about it, that's actually a blessing, because why would you want to be in something that's not serving you? The Eight of Cups is walking away from something that's not working. And the Knight of Swords is this situation happening quickly. And I think also being quick on your feet when you get the Knight of Swords is also an important message with that. You have despair, community, and pathway. There is somebody here, I would say, that is draining your energy. And I think you'll know how to handle that relationship or that situation or that person between now and the next, call it 4.5 months appropriately. I think you'll know how to handle that. Ultimately, this will lead you to the Star, or in this case, the pathway. The pathway is your true north or your destiny in this lifetime. It's something that you really love to it's the path that you truly love to walk down. And so that's a very, very positive sign and card. And then you have the Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Remember that only love is real, miracles will occur naturally, Spirit has your back. You have Hilarion, divine healing, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal your light and support others. Lastly, you have Master Jesus, forgiveness. You're on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. Could be that the toxic person here is family related, maybe your father, especially with the King of Swords as well, the Devil showing up here. But it could be somebody else as well. But I would say with this forgiveness card, here's a tip, right? So here's the thing. Forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you. And so you can come to a place of forgiveness with a person, but also decide to set a boundary and say, we're not going to be, set a boundary with that person and kind of step away and separate from that person. Setting a boundary and forgiving, two different things. So just something to consider. So thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you, and I will see you in the next reading.